Oh, hey, we haven't played this game in a while. Sorry if you were hoping for some immediate excitement after the last episode, because, well, we've got another visit with the Exposition Fairy coming up pretty soon. But first, let's watch this really long door sequence that you're probably going to have to get used to seeing a lot, because it happens all the dang time in this game. Maybe, if you are lucky, I will be speeding up those. However, I probably will not be speeding up. Oh, right. Exposition Ferry. Oh, I found the Exposition Ferry. Yeah, I got really confused, because I didn't know what I was doing. I sometimes know what I'm doing. If you don't feel like reading the text on screen, it's basically like, there's some, acid and junk. Gotta go clean it up. That's right, we're being downgraded from bounty hunter to janitor. Well, not really. He's basically giving you the general overview of the game. Go to each of the 3 areas, get them keys, and Dark Aether's kind of bad. And I upgraded your scanner, so now you can scan more of those. I don't know, they look like 3D versions of the box game, where you draw a bunch of dots and you try to make boxes. Something that you play on paper when you're really, really bored. Wonder if kids still play that these days, now that there's about 100 iPhone apps out there that are far more entertaining than the box game. Who knows? So, now that we've gotten our bombs, we'll be able to do some cool things. So, prior to continuing on with the story, story, mission, whatever. Basically, our next step is to go into Dark Aether again and hopefully not lose all of our power-ups like we did the last time that we went in there. But now that we have bombs, there's a couple of thinguses that we can pick up. So I'm gonna do my best to grab at least 1 or 2 of those. Oh hey, I already got those, nice. Ooh! That almost worked. It's okay, I killed them by making them bounce off of my visor. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, so you see that door up there? Now that we have the upgraded visor, we'll be able to, open it. But before I do that, I want to go grab a thing, and I'm going to attempt to do that, or remember where it is without going into the map, because for whatever reason, the map kind of glitches the game up a little bit. Don't ask me why. I don't know why it's happening. I don't mean glitches like the game just lags a bit. I'm sorry, wrong word there, but as you can see, we got ourselves a missile expansion here. Got to give ourselves a little bit more elbow room there, because these early bosses were a bit more difficult when, you run out of things so early. And, okay, looks like we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the mission just because, sheer convenience and nothing else, because this is where it's gonna happen. We got ourselves a cutscene. Yeah, pirates are really annoying, so what could make an annoying enemy even more annoying? How about we turn them into dark pirates? Because, FYI, at least half all the enemies in this game also have dark versions, which are basically just tougher versions with the word dark in front of their name. I don't think I can really make it that much more simpler. That much more simpler? Even I have no idea what I'm saying sometimes. At least I'm making this interesting by almost running out of health. So yeah, we got some switches, and, well, they're switches. And this is going to be our portal into Dark Aether. However, we gotta power it up for the first time. in this particular instance, and in this instance only, for whatever reason, it takes a massive amount of power to turn on one of these dark Aether portals. But afterwards, that won't be necessary, so maybe this is like a first-generation dark Aether portal or something, and they invented ways to do it without using so much energy, who knows. And we must definitely eliminate all the war wasps, because if I get hit and fall down while I'm trying to do all this junk, I will be severely annoyed. Not really sure what else to say. You just use these convenient bombs that we have here, and that'll activate these giant magnifying glasses that will act as solar panels, solar amplifiers, or I don't know what to call it. They're thinguses. That's a much better term, but I already used that for talking about power-ups that I was grabbing. While we're here, we may as well take care of getting more. No! I pushed the wrong button. Alright, this time I did not fail, and hopefully I will continue not failing, because not failing is the best way to go. Right, are we done with these panels yet? Okay, good. The rule of 3 strikes again. Oop, almost forgot to grab some lore while I'm here. Yeah, it does look like the 3D version of the box game. And after all that effort, you still gotta turn it on. And for whatever reason, the cutscene does not show me standing exactly where the portal is, and oh boy, portal's making the game slow down. That's not a good sign. Hurry, get in before it makes the game... Oh, never mind, we're just gonna get in the cutscene. Gee, it's kinda dark. I promise I will only use that joke 80,000 more times in this video. Nah, I'm kidding ya. Yeah, get ready to see that cutscene a lot too, because that's gonna happen every time you transfer between light and dark worlds. And here we are! We made it to super scary dark Aether. And this time we did not lose all of our power-ups, thank goodness, because I'd be really annoyed if I had to get that energy tank again. Here's a Exposition E cutscene just to showcase the fact that the atmosphere is very dangerous. And to compensate for that, your health will increase while you're in these safe zones, but when you're out... Oosh! Ouch! Yeah, bad stuff happens, so it would behoove you to scan these things and also stay nearby. This is kind of an interesting thing that doesn't actually really get used all that much. That little shadow thing is evidence of the fact that they actually opened up a thing on the other side in light Aether. It's pretty neat. Nintendo does seem to be a fan of light and dark world things in games, though I don't think it really happens that often. I mean, I guess there is they kind of have it in Zelda, a little bit in Twilight Princess with the Twilight World thing. But you don't go back and forth throughout the whole game. And you have it a little bit in Super Paper Mario with a essentially dark world version of the overworld, but it's pretty much the only time it comes into play. So this is like the one real game that I think where the whole light-dark aspect thing is prevalent throughout. Let's get... oh wait, getting confused with the light version of this area. I have surprisingly a lot less to say about this space than I thought I would, but at least there's a save station. Yeah, one of the reasons, aside from being busy with the holidays and other videos and whatnot, that I haven't played this in a while is because I was having some issues with my emulator, and for whatever reason all my save states and saves went kaput, so I had to replay through this game from the beginning, which isn't really that big of a deal considering the fact that I wasn't really that far into the game, but it was still a thing that I had to do. Well, that area has no... Made that mistake before. I've gone that way looking for secret stuff whilst forgetting about the immense amounts of damage that I'm taking from the environment. So I'm like, what could possibly go wrong? And then I die. And that, of course, is part of a timeline in which I don't save at that save station that we just were at, so... These are called the Ing. They're the main enemies and Grand Master Overlords of Dark Aether. Why they are called the Ing, I don't know. The Luminoth are not very good at naming things, I guess. But they do travel in puddles, and you can damage them while they're in puddles, which is nice. Oh my goodness. I might have to fiddle around with some emulator settings, because I am experiencing a lot of slowdown, and there was only one enemy on screen. But we are nearing the end of our first trip to Dark Aether, so I'm probably going to wait until after that's concluded to try and fixinate some things. This was definitely not laggy like this during the previous 3 videos. It's been a while since I've gone back to watch them, but I'm pretty sure that we didn't have any issue of that ilk. And I appear to be... No, wait, no, I'm going the right way. Man, when I was younger playing this game, Dark Aether just straight up terrified me. Especially with the whole you taking tons of damage in these areas, so I would frequently just leave the game running while I was in a safe zone and just let my health go back all the way back up before I was willing to tread back into the horrors within or throughout. Luckily, there appears to be a larger than average amount of health in these container sack things, although it's organic, so that's kind of weird, but I guess I just have to accept it. And that is a thing that won't come into play until a long time from now. You might be able to get it with a series of very well-timed bomb jumps, but I'm pretty good at doing double bomb jumps. I'm not very good at doing triple bomb jumps, but you know what? Let's try it anyway. Yeah, that's not happening. Alright, so after fighting a very basic Ing enemy that was treated as a boss fight because it's the first one you've fought, now let's fight another basic Ing enemy, except now he gives you an item. And hopefully we will try to not have the game slow down immensely, but we will pump as many missiles as we can into his posterior. I don't know. I can't even tell what kind of body parts he's made up of, besides an amalgamation of legs and that head cone thing. And oh my goodness, this amount of slowdown is not going to fly. Wow, all of my missiles did significantly less damage than I expected. Must always go to the scan visor as soon as the boss is dead just to make sure I got the scan on it. So we beat the Jump Guardian, and what item do you suppose he gives us? Hooray! Instead of waiting until you're a third of the way through the game in Metroid Prime 1, you get the space jump boots as, what, like your second or third major item? Yeah, we got missiles and then bombs and now space jump boots. So the rest of the game will be making assumptions that yes, you do have the space jump boots on your person. Which is good, because having the space jump boots is good. It makes maneuvering around a lot less annoying. And in Metroid Prime 3, they do you one better and just let you have them forever. That's the one that kind of breaks the previously ordained rule of you must always start off with good items and then lose them during the opening sequence of the game. I don't know, maybe it's some sort of like, oh, we'll give you a taste of things to come, but I'm like, I don't need a demo of a game I'm already playing and have already purchased. It's kind of weird. So this is the dark version of that area where we got the thing, and there appears to be a giant boss-like creature over there, but we're not going to worry about that for now, but we are going to worry about getting them keys, because that's how you get to the boss, mate. I don't even know what I'm saying, but oh my gosh, the map up in the top right corner is like super duper zoomed, and that's kind of weird. And I'm not sure if I'm able to go this way yet. Nope, that is a straight up wall. So let's try to not die, because not dying is something that I would highly recommend, even though I am being needlessly reckless. I think the other end of this might be a dead end. Wait, no, I know what it is. It's a missile refueling station, so that currently classifies as completely not important right now. Man, I keep pressing the wrong button, because, like, you know, jump is to the left of shoot, and morph ball is to the right of shoot, and I keep getting them two of them confused. Alright, man, I could have sworn there was something else I was going to do during this trip to Dark Aether, but I think we might actually be going back to Light Aether now and seeing what we can accomplish and what kind of damage we can do with our fancy new space jump boots. Or maybe we'll just die instead because you can't figure out how to kill a simple enemy. That's always a good thing to do, and oh my gosh, I'm actually going to die. Please have energy, please have energy. Oh my gosh, there was an ultra energy in there. Wow, that was close. Alright, I think that ought about do it for our first trip through Dark Aether. Now I'm going to take a break and see if I can solve these performance issues. Good lord. Alright, see you guys later. Hey, cool, the thing is,